Hey guys, it's me, SkiNLeY19, and today I'm going to be doing my first LP. I'm going to be doing Populous The Beginning. Now this game, I first played it on the PlayStation 1, and it's been a favorite of mine ever since. It's a real-time strategy game, and you control a shaman and her tribe. Now I have no idea what this tribe is called, because you never actually get told. I don't think, anyway. But anyway, let's get started. The journey begins. Now, when you begin a level, each level you're going to be put in flyby mode, which basically shows you the layout of the world you're in. It'll show you interesting points on the map where some stone heads are that could help you in battle, and your enemies. This is the first tribe we have to defeat. This is the Dakini Tribe, or the Reds. And this is a Vault of Knowledge. A Vault of Knowledge contains buildings and spells that you can use permanently. Stone heads contain buildings or spells that you can use once. Now, like I said, this is our tribe. I have no idea what they're called, so I'm going to be calling them Blues. And the first people we're introduced to are our first infantry, or our main dudes. These are called Braves. Now, Braves are your main builders. They'll build your buildings, they'll collect wood, that sort of thing. Now, this is a hut. Your hut is where you can rest your Braves or any of your other infantry in the house. Now, when they're resting in the house, they do three things. One, they spawn more Braves. When there's more people in a house, the faster the Braves spawn, so the quicker you get more people. When 3 people occupy a house, then this red bar here will fill up, and when that's full, the building will be upgraded to 4, to hold 4 people. And then again, once again to 5. The maximum you can have a building is 5. Now the second, the third thing that the people resting in huts do, is they also grant you extra mana. Now mana is this bar here. Mana lets you charge your spells. We only have one chargeable spell to us now, and that's the Fireball spell. So if we cast this spell, this is the range you can cast in this swirling white circle around the shaman. This is the range you can cast your spell in. Now if we cast that spell, we can see that this bar is slowly filling up, and it's using a tiny bit of our mana to recharge that spell. Now, the more Braves, like I said, the more Braves you have resting in huts, the more mana you can make, and the quicker you can recharge your spells. This tab here is your building tab. In each world, you'll have a question mark on the building tab and or the spell tab. Now you can see we have 2 spells we can find in this world and 1 building. Now this building here is a hut, which is the building I placed down here. Now the arrow indicates which way your Braves can enter the hut. So I like to have just three Braves building a hut at one time, because it only needs 3 Braves when it's fully built. So there's no, you can have more Braves building it at once and it'll build faster, but it's a hut. It takes 3 pieces of wood, so 1 Brave each collected a piece of wood and it's good to go. So, okay, we'll get our shaman to pray at this stone head. Now, shaman can pray at the stone head, or she can pray at the Vault of Knowledge. Now, only the shaman can pray at the Vault of Knowledge. Braves and any other followers can pray at stone heads. No one else but the shaman can pray at the Vault of Knowledge. And now, because we filled this bar from the stone head, we are granted a new single-use spell, and that spell is the Land Bridge spell. Use it to create a path from where your shaman stands to the land on which it is cast. Cast it over water to create a causeway, or a bridge. Now, this is pretty simple. You only really need 2 spells for this. So basically, where our shaman's standing, and where the spell is cast, is where it's going to build a bridge. Now, you can't cast it on like open sea, because there's no land to connect the bridge. Now, if you cast it over here, it's going to create a straight land bridge over this way. Now, okay, let's go over this way. Village is building quite nicely. And this just tells you your base is set, your settlement's thriving, Braves resting in hut are one way of creating mana. Mana gives you the power to cast spells and train your followers. Oh, I forgot to mention that. When you train followers, then they also use a tiny bit of mana. And the more mana that's being used, the slower they'll train. So if you're in dire need of like a lot of people to help you out, then you kind of need a lot of mana, and you don't want to be wasting it on useless spells. Okay, and we're gonna, once I get enough braves, I'm gonna get in a fight. I'm gonna pick a fight with people. Rotate the camera a little bit. Oh, you can see him already. Okay, we have 3 braves. 3 of our braves. Now this over across the water that you can see here is a red Dakini brave. Now, I'm pretty sure that our 3 blue braves are going to kick his butt. So, when you see the fisticuff sign appearing like that, then just click your braves on them and they'll run over and they'll start a fight. Now when you see white sparkles appear above his head like that means he's very close to being dead. And this happens for all of your followers, including your shamans. Just an indicator to tell you that they're close to death. So we'll get our shaman to get into the Vault of Knowledge, and the 3 braves to get us a new spell. Okay, and we're upgrading this building. Okay, now this is a 4 building. They're all 4 buildings. And as you can see, like this building's flashing, the red bar, so it's close to needing upgrading. Okay, and the spell that gave us was the lightning spell. It's a devastating weapon and more powerful than the blast spell. Kills enemy followers and sets fires to trees and buildings. Though why you would want to set fire to trees is beyond me. But the lightning spell has an extremely long range. As you can see, it's like much farther than the fire blast spell and the land bridge. Now lightning's good because it instantly kills followers, anybody that it hits, including your own. So it's good and bad in that way. So just make sure your followers aren't near it when you shoot people with it. So, and because it's a one-shot kill spell, it works for shamans as well. So shooting a shaman with a lightning spell if she's standing still is a very good way to take her down. Because the enemy shamans are just as powerful as you are. Sometimes they're even more powerful because they start off with spells that you need to find. Or they just have spells that you don't have access to. Now, the new building we unlocked was the Warrior Training Hut. Now the Warrior Training Hut does what the name implies. It trains warriors. Warriors are basically upgraded braves. They get a sword and a shield, and they're much tougher in combat. They have a higher defense and a lot stronger attack, so they can beat the crap out of anyone that they try and fight with. The only problem is, once they're trained as warriors, you can't use them to build buildings anymore. They lose the ability. So they gain strength, sword, shield, and defense, but lose the ability to collect wood and build your buildings. Okay, so let's get some warriors trained and get ready to run over to the Dakini Tribe and kick their butts. Okay, now this village is coming along nicely. Now, this level's kind of funny. You can tell that this is the first level of the game, because the Dakini Tribe, they have the potential to expand, build bases, and get good, because they have a lot of braves here. But all they have is their braves standing around, this warrior running around in a circle, and a shaman just standing there doing nothing. So, they're not even a threat to us. Even like after we built all 4 of our huts, we could have probably taken them out with just braves. But to save on like 1 billion deaths, or like 9 of my people, I'm going to turn all these douchebags into warriors. I think 12 should be enough. Now, like I said about this first level, you can tell it's the beginning of the game, because you could take your hut, and you could build huts all the way up here and across here, and fill this place with your base, and the Dakini wouldn't even do anything. They just stand there and do nothing. They're like lambs to the slaughter. Now, once you collected all 4 of the lightning spells, usually a stone head will sink into the land and disappear completely once you've collected a certain amount of spells from it. Now, the land bridge spell on this one is unique. It will not disappear until you've connected both islands. So now that I've connected it, this one will start sinking into the land, as you can see, and I'll never be able to use it again because you don't need it. Okay, and the Dakini Shaman can be a bit of a pain in the ass in this game, because you can run over there with warriors and try and take her down, and she'll use the fire blast spell of her own, and she will blast all your followers off this little tiny island of hers into the water. Now, the water in this game is liquid death. Anyone that falls in it, including shamans, will die. Nobody can swim on this game. So, the best way I take her around this is hit her with a lightning spell, because like I said, instant death. And now that she's died, like this explains, you've killed an enemy shaman and gained some of her mana. So taking some of her mana charges up your spells and trains your followers a lot faster. Now let's just take out all these guys. Bang. Okay. Now that they're dealt with. Yeah, and if you shoot lightning or shoot a building and... Uh-oh, somebody's fighting my shaman. And you shoot a building and it goes on fire like a hut and there's people inside, they will come running out and screaming and waving their hands like idiots. And also if you have a group of your followers, they tend to like run around and go yeah, 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 yeah for like no reason at all. Get in there. Get in there. And here come all her braves to come and try and fix this warrior hut. But you see, look how fast the warriors just destroy those braves. Dead, dead. Where's that last follower of hers? Can't be that. Ah, there he is. Warrior. Kill him! Now, you don't need to destroy all the buildings on an enemy map like you just saw if they just blow up by themselves. Once you've destroyed all of the shaman and the shaman's followers, then that's it. Level's done. And now once the level's complete, all your people jump around like idiots, celebrating, swinging their arms. And sometimes if you have enough of them, they start making a conga line. Now, once you press space, it shows you how long it takes you. Fight one, lost, tribes destroyed, blah blah blah, the vaults of raid. If you miss one, I don't think you have it in the later levels, but I could be wrong. I think you can, but I could be wrong. Okay, now, I'm SkiNLeY 19, and join me next time for when I take on level 2, Night Falls. See ya!